My name is Maya. I am 20 years old. I live in a busy city, and I am a university student. I live with my older sister, Leah. When I was 10 years old, our parents died in a terrible car accident. From that day, Leah became everything to me. She was not just my sister. She became my mother, my father, my protector. Leah is kind, strong, and intelligent. She is a history professor at the university. She works hard and everyone respects her. Leah is married to Dr. Ethan Clark. He is also a professor at the same university. Ethan is the kind of man people admire. He speaks softly. He smiles politely. He never raises his voice. People say, "What a gentle man." Together, Leah and Ethan look perfect. They walk side by side. They laugh together. They look like a happy, successful couple. Leah trusted him with her whole heart. Their marriage was based on love. She truly believed she had found the right man. But deep inside me, something always felt wrong. Sometimes I noticed the way Ethan looked at me. His eyes stayed too long. His smile felt different. It made my body feel cold. I tried to ignore it. I told myself I was imagining things. He is my sister's husband, I thought. This can't be real. But my heart knew. Something was not right. One evening, I was sitting alone on my bed. My phone suddenly vibrated. It was a message from Ethan. He wrote, "You look beautiful today. I can't stop thinking about you." I felt shocked. My hands started shaking. Why would he say this? Maybe it was a mistake. Maybe the message wasn't meant for me. I didn't reply. But more messages came. "Let's meet for dinner. I know you feel the same, Maya." My heart started racing. I felt scared. I stayed silent. The next day, after my lecture, Ethan was waiting outside my classroom. He smiled and said, "You are special, Maya." I didn't answer. I walked away. After that, he sent flowers. He waited near my car. He followed me around campus. He whispered words that made me sick. "You are young. You are beautiful. Every time I see you, I fall more in love. I don't just want you. I want forever with you." I ran into the bathroom and cried. I felt broken. I loved my sister more than anyone in this world. She raised me. She sacrificed everything for me. How could I hurt her? Ethan kept forcing me to talk to him. One day, he said something that made my blood freeze. "You have to love me. I don't care if you are her sister." His words made me feel dirty. I felt scared. I felt trapped. I knew I had to tell Leah. One day, I gathered my courage. My voice was shaking. Tears filled my eyes. I wanted to tell her everything. But before I could speak, she smiled and said, "Maya, Ethan and I are trying for a baby. We're doing IVF. I hope I become a mother soon." My words died in my throat. I couldn't break her happiness. I couldn't destroy her dreams. So I stayed silent, and I carried the pain alone. One night, I was reading in my room. I heard a knock on the door. When I opened it, my heart stopped. It was Ethan. He stepped closer and said, "I came to see you. I love you, Maya." He looked at me in a way that terrified me. I screamed, "Get out!" He tried to touch my hand. I screamed louder, "Leave now or I will call the police." He stepped back. Fear crossed his face, and then he left. That night, I couldn't sleep. I knew the truth could not stay hidden anymore. The next day, I went to Leah's house. With tears in my eyes, I said, "Leah, please listen. Ethan came to our house last night. He said he loves me. He tried to touch me." Her face changed. She shouted, "You are jealous. You want to destroy my marriage." She slapped me. Her words cut deeper than the slap. "You are dead to me." I was thrown out of her house. Soon, everyone believed Ethan's lies. They said I was trying to break their marriage. Even my friends turned away. I was alone. But one night, I stood up. I said to myself, no more silence. I printed every message, every photo, every proof. I went to the university office. They listened. They read everything. 2 days later, they said, "We believe you." They showed Leah the truth. When she saw the messages, her world broke. That night, she came to my room. She cried. She held me. She said, "I was wrong. I'm so sorry. You are not just my sister. You are my child." Leah left Ethan. She filed for divorce. Today, we live in peace. We are stronger. We are together. Sometimes the people we love most can hurt us the deepest, but the truth always finds its way out. You are not weak. You are not alone. Speak up. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe. The house felt quieter than before. Not empty, but calm. The kind of calm that comes after a storm finally ends. Leah and I learned how to breathe again. Some days we talked for hours. Some days we sat in silence, holding cups of tea, saying nothing. Both were healing. At night, I still woke up sometimes. Bad memories returned in dreams. My heart would beat fast and my hands would shake. But now, I was not alone. Leah would knock softly on my door. She would sit beside me like she did when I was a child. She would say, "I'm here, Maya. You're safe." And for the first time in a long time, I believed it. The university investigation continued. Ethan lost his job. Students whispered his name with shame, not respect. The man everyone once admired was now avoided. Leah went to court alone. She walked in strong. She walked out free. The IVF dreams ended painfully, but Leah said something that surprised me. She said, "I would rather be childless than raise a child with a man like that." Those words stayed in my heart. Weeks later, Leah started smiling again. Not the forced smile she wore before, but a real one. She changed her hair. She redecorated the house. She laughed more. And I went back to class. The first day was hard. People looked at me. Some still doubted. But I walked with my head up because I knew the truth. One afternoon, a girl from my class stopped me. She whispered, "Thank you for speaking up. He did the same to me, years ago." My chest felt tight. I realized then my voice didn't just save me, it protected others too. That night, Leah hugged me and said, "You were brave when I wasn't. You taught me what strength really means." I answered softly, "You taught me first." We cried again, but this time they were not tears of pain. They were tears of release. Sometimes life breaks us in ways we never expect. Sometimes the people we trust the most become our deepest wounds. But healing is real, truth is powerful, and silence is never the answer. If you are listening to this story and feeling afraid, if someone made you uncomfortable, if you are carrying pain alone, please remember this. You deserve safety. You deserve to be believed. And your voice matters. Not fast, not suddenly, but enough for our hearts to heal. Leah and I built a new life together, a life without fear, a life without lies. Our home felt warm again. Laughter returned slowly like sunlight after a long winter. Leah found herself again, not as someone's wife, not as someone who trusted blindly, but as a strong woman who chose truth over comfort. I grew stronger too. I learned that being quiet is not the same as being kind, and staying silent does not protect love. Truth does. One evening, Leah and I sat on the balcony. The city lights were glowing below us. She held my hand and said, "You saved me, Maya." I shook my head and replied softly, No, we saved each other. That was the moment I understood something important. Pain can destroy you, or it can rebuild you. We chose to rebuild. Today, we live peacefully. We support each other. We trust each other. And we promise no one will ever come between us again. If you are listening to this story and feel afraid to speak, please remember this. Silence protects the wrong people. Truth protects you. You are not weak for feeling scared. You are strong for surviving. Speak your truth, even if your voice shakes, even if no one believes you at first, because one day the truth will stand tall, and when it does, you will finally feel free. Thank you for listening to this story. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe. And remember, you are not alone.